Bernie, you guys want to come and say something? You're good? By the way, I want to introduce, I got Bernie Carrick here, I got Eric Prince, my buddy, I got Mo Bannon, my daughter. She'll take over, she'll be the CEO of War Room. Hold it. Come here. Royce White, our Senate candidate. Royce, come here.
Love you, brother.
Royce White is the Republican-nominated candidate in Minnesota running against Klobuchar, another neoliberal neocon.
We won't take a single back step. That's the bottom line. You can throw him in jail all you want to, but we will not take a single back step. We understand the threat of communism. We can read. We have computers. Black people are waking up to it. You're praying that we don't wake up to it, but I'll see to it that they will. We will not take a single back step. We love this man right here. He's an American hero. It's a shame that you've let this happen. And they're coming for you next. You better understand that. You can cheer now. These idiots back here can cheer now. But when the gulag opens up, all of you will be in it next. Understand that. God bless America. Love you, brother.
Yeah. Hold on. Royce White is running in Minnesota on Thursday, the Declaration of Independence, July 4th. Where are you going to be, Royce?
The heart of corruption. The Federal Reserve. You all know how the money works? I'm sure you all know how the money works. You don't like Steve because he knows how the money works. A man who went to Harvard, who was in the Navy, and who worked on Wall Street is never supposed to talk about how the system actually works. All of you know. You know what it is to be a wage slave. You know what it is to be a serf. You know you're being crushed. And yet you peddle the narrative anyway. It's disgusting.
Why on July 4th, why are you leading, you're running a campaign, why are you leading a march like you did during the situation in Minneapolis in June of 2020? Why you led a march to the Federal Reserve? Why are you going to do it now?
After George Floyd died, the focus was on police. The focus should not be on police. The global corporate community is stealing from the American people. They're getting wise to it. The Federal Reserve is the heart of the corruption. That's the bottom line. The Federal Reserve is the heart of the way the whole thing works. And we're going to go march back there where it all started on July 4th.
All right. In the Fed. In the Fed. In the Fed. Eric, just go up here for a second. Eric Prince, when President Trump wins again, how important it is for us to go after the deep state, and I mean criminal investigations, to break it up. Now that we got the Chevron deference, that starts to break apart the administrative state, but the deep state, the one that stole President Trump's first term, the one that helped steal President Trump's second victory. What do we have to do?
Elections must have consequences. The real constitutional crisis is we're supposed to have 3 branches of government. We have 4. The 4th must be accountable to the American people. Enough of the permanent bureaucracy. It's why we're failing. It's why America's standing around the world is collapsing. It's why every foreigner I encounter asks, please get Trump back in office. America can't stand any more of this insanity. And I would also say, we turn my friend Steve Bannon over to the guards at the prison here. We will be here in 4 months to collect him in good health, maybe a little thinner and in better shape. But we expect that they take good care of him, or there'll be accountability for that as well.
What do you recommend we do with the FBI, DOJ, the CIA, DNI, all of it on the afternoon of 20 January 2025?
First
what does
of all,
President Trump have to do?
It's the power of the purse. All those hyper-bloated organizations need to go on a severe diet. They do a lot of really stupid things. They will be less stupid inevitably if they are smaller.
So you're saying break them up? You agree with that?
Yeah, I totally agree.
Jump up here. So tell us what Eric. What is Eric talking about?
Thank you very much, Eric. And that there's been a message sent. Steve will be fine for 4 months, and thank you for that. And Eric is absolutely right, everyone. The American government is overgrown. It's turned into a monster, and the American people are having to pay for it all. To the point they're over $34.5 trillion in debt. This is unsustainable no matter how you vote, Republican or Democrat. And Americans need to say enough of it. We've got to shrink down the federal government. We need to slash down the giant agencies. We need to reduce it down and get control of its power. It's totally out of control. And that is absolutely the message that Americans say every single day on streets everywhere. I'd like to go back to Nancy Pelosi, Steve, everyone needs to ask Nancy Pelosi, why wasn't the National Guard at the Capitol on January 6th?
Amen. Amen.
She is responsible as Speaker of the House for the
Amen.
security of the Capitol. I was a brand new member of Congress. I'd only been there 3 days. 3 days. I could have been killed because of Nancy Pelosi. She did not secure the Capitol for anyone, but she made sure that she's always protected with armed guards with guns, while her and her party work hard to take the Second Amendment rights and guns away from Americans. This is who the Democrats are. They're the party that wants to take away your security while they keep it for themselves. They're the party that will bring in the National Guard by 30,000 after January 6th to tell America that they have taken over the federal government. That's who the Democrats are. They're the party that will shut you down and take away your First Amendment, destroy your small business, take away your children's education, and force you to stay in your homes, all for tyranny so they can control all of it and affect an election. The Democrats are the party covering up a president with dementia. And they've
yes.
been covering it up.
Yes.
They have all known
national
that
security.
Joe Biden has had dementia since 2019. And they have lied and lied and lied to your face. And then they dare call President Trump a liar. They stand behind a man that has no clue what he's saying, what he's doing, and he has the nuclear codes. They stand behind that. And then they sit there and accuse President Trump of lying, and America knows he's telling the truth, and they agree with President Trump, and that needs to be said more and more. President Trump is telling the truth, and
Amen.
it's the Democrats who are the liars.
Amen.
I see all the Lao Beijing here, okay? Not one.